Happy Friday, everybody. Doreen at Door Designs. Welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas. And today I'm on day 9. On today's tutorial, I'm going to be using this long swag. It's a long needle pine, and I've already attached my long fennial ornament. The ornament came from Walmart, and the reason I went ahead and attached it, because to be honest, it wasn't made the best, at least as what I thought when I bought it. So I took a white pipe cleaner and ran it around here, and another one right here. And then I attached it to the back stem of the swag. So I'm going to do this design in an all red and white design. It's not going to take a long time, but when we get done, it's going to be really full and pretty. We're going to have a big bow up here. We're going to have some ribbons coming down the side, another big bow here. I've got some greenery. I've got some red jewel ornaments if we want to add, so we're just going to kind of play around with it. So since I have my main feature attached here, I'm going to go ahead and make our bow. And like I said, I'm going to keep everything in red and white. So I'm just going to start out, with a red velvet ribbon. Let me go ahead and dovetail the top here. And I'm going to make my bow nice and full. So we're just going to do the same thing, just pinch it in the middle here, bring it down and back up, and then pinch it, make another loop here, and pinch it, and then I'm going to check to make sure my loops are the same size, which they are. And I think I'm going to do 4, 2 on each side. Okay, and I'm going to cut my tails. I'm not going to leave my tails super long. I'm actually going to add tails as I go. So there's my first ribbon. The second one, I'm going to use this red and white stripe. I'm just going to lay it right there on top and do the exact same thing. Pinch it, come down and go up the back, and just twist and keep making loops. And I'm going to do 2 on each side also in this one. And I'm keeping the ribbon in between my pointer finger and my thumb, not holding it tight, just tight enough that I can kind of move my ribbon around and see where I'm at. Then I'm going to go with a solid white, and it's going to have some of the shimmer in it. Now you can layer as many ribbons as you want. You can use all the same ribbon if you want and not change the different colors and styles. I'm going to do a red velvet with a little bit of green on the ends. I wanted one to have another color, so I'd have 3 colors in my bow, and you can see how the green on the underneath side shows, and then the green on the trim. And I'm just going to do 1 loop on each side of the red and green. Make it just a little bit smaller. And there's our bow. So I'm going to take a zip tie first and zip tie it, and then we'll attach it in. Now on this swag, it doesn't really have the pine ties that some of the others do that I can use to tie in my attachments or bows, so I'm actually going to use one. I'm just going to take one of these, and I think I got these at Dollar Tree. And we're just going to take that right around the middle. And attach it in. This is so thick, I might have to attach two of my pine ties together here to get it around, but let's see. I'm going to take this down just for a second. There we go. And I'm just going to take it around the back and attach it. I'm just going to give it about 3 or 4 good twists. There we go. And now I'm going to arrange my bow. And I'm arranging the bow around the top part of my ornament here. I'm going to curl this velvet one. And I'm bringing some of the pine up in between my ribbon. Okay, we're going to dovetail some of these. So see how pretty the bow looks? And the center of the ornament goes right up through the middle of the bow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make a smaller bow for down here at the bottom with some longer tails. Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna leave my tail hanging down and make my loop going up. And same thing, pinch it in the middle, twist it, and make your loops. 2 loops on each side. There we go. I love this red and white stripe. I got it from Melrose, a wholesaler. And let's get our white. And I'm just kind of laying it on top. Now the white, I think I'm just going to do 1 loop on each side. And let's get our red and green velvet in. And the red and green velvet is a Ferris silk ribbon. That's a much better quality ribbon. That's really fun to use in your bows because they curl and hold their shape so well. Okay, so we've got our bottom bow, so let's get our zip tie. Whoops, caught there. And then I'm going to use one of these again through the middle, and that's what I'm going to attach it to. I'm trying to take it to where the bottom of the ornament goes right down the center of my bow. Okay, let's play with our ribbon a little bit here. Get all our tails going the right way. and let me dovetail the ends of the ribbon. And we're just going to fluff those out. See how pretty the bottom of it looks. Okay, now we're going to add some greenery, but we're not going to do a lot of greenery. I'm going to add some that has kind of some variegated leaves to kind of highlight a little bit in the arrangement. So I'm going to put some in first before I attach. I'm actually going to pull these red berries off. I'm not sure I want the berries in it. Now that's not where I'm going to keep them. I'm just trying to look at them to get some size and dimension colors. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start attaching because I like how the variegated look looks in with the pine. But I am going to remove the red berries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hot glue and I'm going to attach these as close to the actual spine of my swag that I can. And if you wanted to, you could also zip tie these in or use pipe cleaners. And then I'm going to spread them out because I want some of the pine to come up through the variegated greenery. We're going to add some more ribbon coming out on the sides. There we go. So like I said, all I'm mainly doing now is breaking up some of the green of the long needle pine. just a couple more pieces, and I should have it filled in enough. Okay. I'm going to add some ribbon now coming down the sides. You don't have to. I'm going to show you this up close too. So see how this is just kind of breaking up all of the green pine going all the way around it? Okay, I'm going to take my 2.5 inch ribbons first. And I'm just going to use some smaller, thin pipe cleaners to attach it. It's kind of a pain, to be honest, because this wreath base is so thick. But the long pine is just so pretty. Okay, there's one. There we go. And I'm just going to take it and fluff it out. And go back down to my base. I'm trying to be careful that I don't break off my big ornament here. And now I'm going to twist it. And we'll dovetail this end. There we go. And then I'm just going to separate this a little bit so you can see both of the ribbons. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. And on this one, I'm going to take it down just a little bit further. But this time I'm smarter. I'm putting the tie in there first before I grab my ribbon. And on this one, I'm not going to make a loop. I'm just going to make 2 more tails coming down. Nice and full. Okay, now if we wanted, now let me just check them out. I've got some of these jeweled ornaments. And let's just see how they'll look. I think I'm going to put a couple in just to kind of add. So I'm just going to dip it in my hot glue. I'm just going to hold it for a second while it dries. I thought I had some different shaped ones, but I guess I've used all the different shapes. I'm kind of tucking them in there behind a little bit. It just kind of adds another dimension and gives it a little bit of a shimmer. And I'm thinking I want one more to go right up here. I think I'm going to put it kind of behind that bow a little bit. You may not see it from the video, but you can see it. That one's kind of stretched though. Let's get a prettier one. Yeah, this one looks a little better. We'll shine her up a little bit. And I'm going to hold that while that one dries. Perfect. Get our glue strings off, make sure our ribbons all look good. Okay, this is another design that, yes, it says holiday, yes, it says Christmas, but it also says winter. So this is one that you could keep up past Christmas. And here's a close-up of it. So there's with the jeweled ornaments in there, all the red and white, all the way down. You can see the variegated greenery that kind of breaks up all the pine. It's big, it's full, and it's nice and long. So this one's probably going to measure, I'm going to say probably 42 or 43 inches. We'll just measure it real quick. Yeah, about 43 inches long. So it's going to take up a good amount of space on your front door or above a fireplace. And see, I'll keep playing with these ribbons. But there is day 9, guys. It is a red and white swag on a long needle pine swag. And we had the one ornament that I got at Walmart, the big bow up here. The stripe ribbon came from Melrose. The smaller one, I'm not sure where I got it. This one, the white one, came from Craft Outlet. The solid red came from either Costco or Sam's. And then we used 2 of the stems of the variegated, and I believe that came from my wholesaler. Yes, it did. And then the ornaments that are the jeweled came from Hobby Lobby. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed day 9, and I will see you for day 10. Take care. Bye-bye.